Hello, everybody. This is your self-awareness exercise for the week of March 3rd. So listen, I find this one really, really interesting. Very interesting combination. I always ask the guides, what do you want to give people this week? So the contemplation card that you're being given is Remorse and Guilt. And it's a quote from Emmett Fox, who is a writer who is no longer with us, but wrote many, many wonderful books on spirituality from an energetic perspective. Remorse is only a form of spiritual pride. Now remember, these cards are meant to not tell you what the truth is, but to get you thinking. The energy you're being asked to embrace is kindness. It's interesting because last week the awareness activity was choose kindness. This week it is as an energy to embrace in yourself, it's kindness. This carries a quality of gentleness, empathy, gracious consideration, and humaneness. It may be expressed in an attitude of sympathy, amiability, benevolence, or tenderness. Each time you have the choice to be right or kind, choose kind. Okay? So get in that feeling of what kindness is like. Gentleness, empathy, gracious consideration. Thinking of other people, considering them in a healthy, kind way, in a healthy, considerate way. And humaneness. Humaneness. What does it mean to be humane? It means to be respectful of life, I would say, and respectful of life, but respectful of life in a way that is about making life easier and better and not hurting, doing no harm. And then the awareness activity that you're being asked to actively apply while considering the idea of remorse and guilt and embracing the energy of kindness is smile full on. Does your smile meet your eyes? Does it start in your heart? Today, be aware of letting your smile extend up to your eyes and down to your heart. Your mouth is the connection. This may take a little time until you get the hang of it. Feel the difference in how you feel physically when you do this. Notice how people respond to you. So how do you apply this? So I'm sure you've all seen people who you say hi and they go, hi, and it's here, right? It's there. So what would happen if you smile at somebody and you go, oh, wait a minute, that didn't meet my eyes? You soften your face, but usually first you go to your heart. You smile at somebody, take a minute. Can you connect your heart to this moment? Can you see what you're feeling? Can you notice it? And can you allow yourself in that moment to let the energy from your heart chakra reach your face? And then as it comes, it's literally almost as soon as you open your heart and it comes up into your face, it almost automatically goes to your eyes. It's not smizing. It's not smizing is very much, I mean, you can see people smizing. You've heard about it, the Tyra Banks thing, the model thing, how to smize with your eyes. Well, yeah, you can force the muscles in your face to move in a way where your eyes are also involved, but that also feels fake. If it isn't coming from the heart, if you don't stop and check in a moment with your heart and let it move up into your eyes, it doesn't register as genuine. So what you're being asked is the smile full-on thing. What you can experiment with it when nobody's around even. Think about something that makes you happy. I used to do this a lot, and you'll notice it moving into your hands as well because it opens the heart. You can think about something that you love. You can think about your lovely pet. You can think about a beautiful sunrise, something that touches you in your heart, that opens your heart. And just the face naturally wants to move in a positive direction. I can't help it right now. I could try to make my face go down, but it would be work. So when you're enjoying yourself, when you're doing something that you enjoy, let yourself feel that. When you're meeting somebody and you want to really make a connection, allow yourself to stop and really be in the heart space and connect with that person while you're feeling your heart. If you want to engage more fully in that, again, think about what it feels like. Practice what it feels like. And then use that as your point when you're out there with people. It's healthy. It is physically healthy to do this because of all of the endocrine system that moves up through this area. It's literally getting energy flowing, and it's opening your higher chakras, which is always good when you're on a path of self-discovery. We want more information. We want more awareness, more ability to reflect. So check out Remorse and Guilt. This is the one that we haven't talked about yet. So you know those people that self-flagellate? Oh, I'm such a terrible person. Oh, I shouldn't have done that. Oh, I've been so horrible. Oh, it's like at a certain point, it really is just like, oh, get over yourself. Now you're asking for more consideration than the person you hurt. Have a decent amount of remorse and move on. But staying in remorse or staying in a state of guilt doesn't help the person you've hurt. And it keeps that energy low. It actually keeps you attached to it. So the more you can understand it, have remorse for what you need to have remorse for, but don't linger in there. Make reparation if you need to and move on. But also look at this and say, who have you known who've lived like that? How does it make you feel? Does it feel to you like they're being spiritual or connected in that moment? Or does it feel like it's really like pure ego, right? Coming from even that wounded, self-effacing place, that's not spiritual, okay? Unless it's backed up with good intention and activity, it's nothing. It's just well, I can't even think of the word, but it's not good. I don't know what the word is. Oh my goodness, it's gone. Anyway, I'm not going to be guilty about it. So there you go. Let's look at that. And also, how were you taught? What were you taught about guilt in your life? Like for most of us, I think, certainly in my generation, we were kind of controlled with guilt, you know? Guilt and shame. Those were the two things that were used to socially control behavior, right? And they're kind of indicated in a lot of the religious texts. So we won't say which ones. But so look at that. Look at the role that it played in your life. Is it still active? How does it come up in the week? Do you notice it coming up in the week? Do you want people to feel guilty if they've hurt you? There's all different ways to look at it. So just look at it as a concept and see where it shows up in your life, okay? In the process of maintaining that sense of energy of kindness and also checking in with authenticity, really. The smile, full on, it's really about being authentic. So check in with that too, okay? There you go. That's it for the next week coming. Take care.